All right, what's up, YouTube? Let's see who's out there. Oh, been a crazy, crazy week too. Yeah. Oh, man. Between trying to get Crystal moved down, going up to Oklahoma for the Renaissance Festival, her birthday, with hours of work, it has been crazy. Oh, yeah, especially with all the hours I'm putting in. Yeah. Oh, let's see if Mr. Mike Hodge will be the first one to get in here. Yeah, he's usually the Mike Hodge usually the first one in. Of course, yeah, I know I got to put the link out there. Hey Wayne, how you doing? Just a little tired after a long day. Had a very long weekend. Went up to Oklahoma City for the Renaissance Festival and also celebrating Crystal's birthday. That was a nightmare going up there. I hate Oklahoma roads. We left at about 12:30. Got up there about quarter after 8, and it's supposed to be 4.5 hour drive. Hold on, Wayne.
I'm enjoying a cigar and sitting on the front porch. Oh.
Well, I'm not on the front porch, but I'm having me a cigarette inside my workshop.
Yeah. Too many miles.
Well, no, the fact is that, we were going up there. I need to get the front end of my car aligned, but I haven't been able to find anybody able to do it and actually have the time to do it, really. Um, and let's just say the left front tire was just about ready to have the cord showing again. So I stopped off at Walmart, and they said, okay, for I think $10 they can rotate the tires. Okay, fine, because ones in the back are better shape, and then they'll put that one in the front to the back. It'll be good. They couldn't even get the lug nuts removed.
Oh.
Yeah, so they said they're over torqued. Really? I just had the right rear had a plug put in it. So you did go down here with a quick car and everything, and there's Mike Hodge. But yeah, he was saying that you gotta go down there and have them do it. They were booked. Went over to a regular tire shop. I was like, screw it, just give me 2 tires. They got the car up there, got all 4 tires off, got 2 tires put on, and put the ones that were in the back up front, the new ones in the back. We got on the road, no problem.
Hi, Wayne.
Hello.
And hi, Mike.
Yep.
Yeah, I just got done doing 2,700 miles.
Woo! Wow. Where all did you run off to and hide?
I was in Virginia and South Carolina, North Carolina, went to Tennessee, went all over Kentucky, then went to Indiana, then went all the way back to Michigan and went up into Ubly Dragway and watched the side-by-side blog race their side-by-sides. Then I went up to the tip of the thumb of Michigan, in Michigan to Port Huron, and stayed the night. Then I ran all the way down to Detroit, down toward Detroit, and visited some friends that were camping out up there. So down there, I should say. Yeah.
You got a lot of running in, man.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're not tired.
Hey, I got home last night, and today I cut 3 acres of grass.
But yeah, I think what was it, Friday? It was your first time for having In-N-Out burger.
Mhm.
Yeah, her first time for having In-N-Out, and then like I said, we stopped and got the 2 tires for the car. We hadn't even got across the Red River, and she had maps and everything going, and all of a sudden it says, "Okay, you got to take this exit." But she was on the phone with somebody else at the time on my phone, and it's like, "Hold it, do I need to take this?" And by the time she was able to check, I was already past the exit.
Yeah.
And then it said, "Okay, we'll take the next one." That's where traffic was stopping at.
It took us an extra 5 minutes to go from the highway to the exit. And then once we got on the exit, it took us 10 minutes from there to
stop
be able to actually turn.
Yeah, the stop sign. And then we took the long way around, and somehow, I don't know how we managed, but we managed to get into Oklahoma without actually going over the Red River, and then got back up on 75. It took us, what, 10 minutes, about another 10, 15 minutes by doing a little loop.
It added about 20 minutes to it and about 15 miles. But we got it.
Yeah. If we stayed on the highway, it would have been almost an hour wait because of a wreck.
There's a couple. I stopped at Cumberland Falls down south, and we were coming out of there, and some poor guy and his family sitting there, and they had a Chrysler van, and it burnt right to the ground. I mean, literally burned it. It popped off 4 tires. The flames melted the hood. The windows were blew out of it. The interior of the van was gutted.
So in other words, if you wanted to, you could have got a hot deal on it.
Yeah, well, I stopped and I started a little GoFundMe. I walked up to the guy and I says, "Here's $50, buddy. It ain't gonna take you far, but it might help you out for the night." And before I know it, there's people walking up and giving the guy and his wife cash to help them out, man, because they were from out of state. They're from out of Alabama. Ooh. And I felt sorry for them. So I figured for what I gave them, it's a couple meals on the road or something that, or they can rent. They get enough money together, they might be able to rent a car, because I mean, they lost everything.
Oh.
They didn't. All they got out of the vehicle was her purse, and his wallet was in his back pocket. And I figured, I don't care, I mean, they lost everything they owned inside, that you'd haul on vacation, the coolers and everything else. And I looked at them.
Things are replaceable. People aren't.
Right.
I looked at them 3 little kids, man, and I said, "Nah, I ain't gonna stop."
Yeah. Hey, Wayne, that was very nice of you to do that.
Thank you.
And it was also very nice of everybody else that did stop to donate, because that right there was a good cause.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a need. They were in need. I mean, the van was not a new van, and it didn't look that bad, other than it burned out, you know. And they looked like they were maybe not quite mid-class people, So I don't judge. I just try to sum up the situation and say, what would Jesus do if he was standing there, and that was my thought. And I looked at the wife and I said, "I'm going to give him $50. And the wife looked at me and says, "Good idea." So,
sweetie, you want to do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you bring one of the charging cords out here, please?
Yep. Oh, I've got coffee going too. I turned it back on.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll take mine with cream and sugar.
5 scoops of sugar.
Well, I got a big coffee cup, that's why.
and peppermint mocha creamer.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Well,
I like,
what's the
I,
chocolate creamer you got?
Chocolate caramel?
Yeah, she got chocolate caramel.
Yeah.
I like, you know what I like in my coffee?
Hmm.
I like the cane sugar cube with the pet milk. You know,
Sorry, we don't have that here.
Pet
you know,
milk has
it's
gone.
still,
Go ahead,
it's
honey.
still around. It's still
Oh, yeah.
It
around.
has gone out of business down here, though.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
grew up in Chickasha, and in late 80s,
Yeah.
they shut down the pet milk factory.
Well, there's places that still
Jamie.
make it.
There's
Yeah.
Jeremy.
They still make it, but down here,
Yep.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, because it's going to be at least another 40 minutes on your coffee before I can
Yeah,
make it.
I know. Oh, well,
You-
maybe not that long.
Yeah, because
Mater, you like you got sugar in your, you use sugar in your coffee, Mater?
Yep. Like I said,
Try cane sugar in the cube.
if I could find that. Now, what I try to do is I like getting the sugar in the raw because that still has the molasses in it.
Well, the cane sugar, not sugar beet sugar. You want cane sugar. That cane sugar, you can sit there and take a cup of coffee and it'll be kind of brown. And you drop that cane sugar in there and she'll turn blonde.
Yep.
You know, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
smells. It's one of those joys of being a Southern boy.
Yeah. I think now that was one thing I really loved about Dublin Dr. Pepper because they used Imperial pure cane sugar. Okay.
Yeah.
And I remember before they decided to close and everything, I remember when Dr. Pepper came out with their anniversary saying, okay, but we're going to be using sugar, actual sugar in the Dr. Pepper. I actually called them up and talked to a lady. She said, well, I can't tell you if it's beet sugar or cane sugar we're using in that particular syrup at the time.
Yeah. I know that. I know you can get now I figured like Texas, I know in Mexico you can get cane sugar in Coca-Cola.
Right. Yeah, you can actually get that. I got to charge. I'm plugging my phone in so I can charge it.
Go ahead.
Because been at work all day and been on it, and it's like, okay, yeah, because it's 27%.
Yeah. I charged mine up before I got on here. Just happy to see you come up.
I think mine's at like 80.
Oh, my likes Maxwell House.
Yeah.
For me, okay, Jeremy. Yeah, I like mine. Yeah, I definitely like mine. Like I like my coffee. Big, strong, and white though.
Yeah, and I prefer more cream over sugar in mine. So.
You like a little coffee with your creamer. We stopped. Okay, I kid you not. Okay, where were we going?
We went to Buc-ee's.
We were going to Brandon's.
Yeah.
We stopped. We were on our way down to Brandon's. Okay, and we stopped off. And check this out. Have you ever heard of Buc-ee's?
Buc-ee's. No.
Okay, it's basically take a Walmart and put a whole bunch of gas pumps out front.
Okay.
Okay, that's a Buc-ee's. Okay, we got them all down here.
Yeah.
We were going down to Brandon's. Okay, and I told her that the largest Buc-ee's in the world is down in Temple. It's got over 100 gas pumps.
And that's just for like your car and mine, not the diesel and not the 18-wheelers.
Right. That's just cars. Okay. And she saw the one that they've got built here in Ennis. Okay. They have just one big, huge awning or overhead, whatever.
Awning
with still an overhead. But that's where all your gas pumps are. Okay. I don't know how many we've got here. Probably around 50. They have 2 of those. Yeah, and we stopped in there. Okay, I'm getting coffee. Okay, got a coffee cup. I had about that much coffee in it. And my sugar, my creamer. She gets the same size cup. She has about that much coffee.
No, I had about that much.
She had
This
about,
was a 12-ounce cup.
Uh,
He had that. He
Yeah.
had that
she had about that much coffee. Everything
Oh.
else was creamer.
and milk.
And, yeah, and milk and sugar.
Hi, Doug. Hi, Lori.
I was actually surprised how much cheaper gas was down south. Got a
$2.79?
$2.61.
Well, I saw what 265 when we were heading up.
$2.61 in South Carolina.
I paid $2.79 right over by his work this morning,
Yep.
and that got me. I got $13.
Hey, Kathy.
So that got me a little over half a tank.
Yep.
And I got cigars. My cigars were only 79 cents a piece, and Marlboros was $5 something a pack, $5.45.
That's cheap.
That's cheap.
Yours are how much a pack by the
Yeah. I'm paying between $18 and $19 for a 3-pack of Camel Crush menthols.
Yeah.
Oh, Wayne would love to get his hands on something I've got in the bedroom.
No, you
Woohoo.
can't get your illegal cigars.
Let's just say that when I went on my cruise 2 years ago, we stopped off, of course, in
Yeah.
Cozumel.
Yeah.
And the little place I went to, they said, "Oh, we've got Cubans."
Oh,
So for $20, I got the little box.
yeah.
I'm trying to remember which kind. It's not the thick ones, but it's a real, like a cigarillo style
Yeah.
Cuban, cigars for a box of 10 of them.
I was the ones I like is they're made in Venezuela. They're a blonde,
Okay.
and they're a blonde cigar because the tobacco is real nice, kind of a blonde tan color,
Yeah,
and
colored.
they're about 4.5 inches long, maybe 5, and about the size of probably your second finger on your hand. And man, them are the smoothest thing I ever smoked.
They're about this size.
Yeah.
I can't do it too long because I don't
Yeah.
want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
I understand, but
Yeah.
and they're just as they're so mild.
Yeah.
No
But
bite.
Right. Well, all I know is that these here, I bought them and everything, got them back home, of course. Coming back through customs and everything, says, you got any alcohol or tobacco? Nope. Okay, fine. We're in claim. We got them back home, started looking at the box and everything. And it's like, I saw some other videos on YouTube, and I'm looking at this box. I go, all right, these are definitely fake Cubans. But, I mean, for what I wound up paying and everything, it's like,
Not bad.
yeah. Well, damn.
Yep.
Jamie, that's pretty cheap. Well, I mean, she paid $2.96 for ethanol free. I paid up there at that one little gas station. It was what, $3.12 for the ethanol free? Yeah, it was like $3.12 for straight regular unleaded gas.
Yeah, I can't even pronounce the name of the town, and it's in Oklahoma.
Don't get me lying on that one either.
It's spelled Oktaha. I want to say it's Oktaha, but I'm not even sure that's right.
Yeah.
And I'm used to twisting around a whole bunch of different stuff because of how ours are named.
Damn, Doug, Lori, you do have a long way to go. Half a block to work.
Go out the back door and you're in the back door of work.
Yeah.
I got
paid $3.12 on my home.
Yeah.
I got spoiled while I was down south because the southern cooking just
Oh yeah.
They had
Tell him what I
biscuits
get
and
you.
gravy and man sausage and man, I bet you I put on 20 pounds just eating all that stuff.
Well, I know that we went to Walmart yesterday,
Yeah.
and what was it, almost $115 is what wound up spending for groceries and everything. And
Yeah.
she's asking me, "Oh, what do you want?" I go, "I'm not that picky when it comes to food. It's like I can tell you what I won't eat as far as certain types of food, and
Yeah.
like, I mean, and the weird thing about it, she goes, "Do you like chicken?" I go, let's see. I like pollo and mole. I like chicken express, chicken tenders, uh, chicken fajitas. No, I don't like chicken."
I'm not a chicken fan either.
But
I'm between chicken and chicken nuggets and stuff like that. Man, I'm just tired of them.
I don't mind them. I can eat chicken. I'm trying to get it to where she can actually try some bison.
Yeah.
She's never had that. I have, and I like it.
The one aunt down there, she makes pork chops, and them were the most tender pork chops, and had it just that nice golden brown on them. I'll tell you, and they had them for breakfast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, this morning, because we were getting some stuff for breakfast and everything,
Yeah.
and she went cooking the eggs, and then it was what
I cooked
she
I
got.
cooked 3 sausage patties, 2 mild, 1 hot, threw some whoops. Nice roof.
Yeah.
Threw some seasoned potato fries in with that to get them start cooking. I'm breaking up the sausage. That gets cooked all the way through, and I threw 4 eggs in it. Once it's done, bowled it, put cheese on top. He came out of the bedroom, finished his coffee. I said, "Here."
Yep.
And he was still full from that for lunch.
Yep. And for lunch, she asked me what did I want for lunch. I go, well, how about mac and cheese and put some sausage in it. And of course, I think, me when I say sausage, I'm thinking like the sausage kielbasa, the long, and which we bought 2 packages of it.
Yeah.
She got the chorizo and cooked that with some ground beef. But okay.
And homemade cheese sauce instead of Velveeta or packaged or powdered. Boil the noodles. I'm frying the meat and set it off to the side to drain most of the grease off. That still didn't work.
Yep.
And in the same pan, I'm sitting there making the cheese, and he's like, he comes in, and I'm sitting here, stir.
Yeah.
That's one thing. If I'm cooking, if you're in there, you get put to work.
Sandy's in the house.
Hi, Sandy.
Hello, Sandy.
Yep. But hey, Jamie, have you ever gone out to local airport? Because you can actually go out to there's some of your smaller airports, and you can get 115. I think it's 115 or 116 leaded gas, which is what all your airplanes run. You gotta try that in the Jeep. It's runs about between $4 and $5 a gallon, I think. Yeah.
Once you go there, you'll never go back.
Yeah, get you some avgas. Yeah. So how'd that work in the Jeep? You tried that yet, Jamie? But no. Hey, Wayne, and everybody else out there in the chat, yeah. I'm not going to be going out for lunch all that much now. It's like, instead of going what
Well, I
Fiesta
wouldn't
Group?
either if I got a nice coat like that.
Yeah.
Do what?
I wouldn't be going out to lunch much if I had a lady cooking my meal like that.
Yep. Which is why now it's like, okay,
I
I'm going.
advantage that.
I'm gonna be going home for lunch now.
Hey, it sounds a good idea.
Wow, Wayne. I mean, Mike. Wow.
Ouchies.
Yeah. Mike's saying they sell 120 octane for $15 a gallon.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you're gonna run race fuel, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I used to go when I was dirt track racing. I was buying, what was it, the 102 or 103 racing gas, and I think I was paying about, I think it was about $2.95 a gallon for it.
Mhm.
And of course, that was, of course, back in the mid '80s, also.
Yeah, I was still just a youngin'.
Yeah. But I would actually combine that racing gas with 92 super, and I mean I had a 6 gallon. Yeah, my fuel tank was the 6 gallon outboard motor tank. That was all that was required. I mean, we didn't have to have a racing fuel tank. But I had it strapped in the trunk of the car, and we'd take and put, had 2 5 gallon gas cans. One 5 gallon of the soup, the racing fuel, the other super unleaded. It was like, okay, just, like 3 gallons of one, 3 gallons, and the car ran fine.
Yeah. I used to run, Sunoco used to sell, your high octane fuel. I had to run that all the time when I had my Roadrunner.
Oh, what year?
1968.
383?
Yep, 383.
Do you have a 4 barrel or 2 barrel?
It was a 4 barrel. It had a 780 on it. And when I was gonna know I was gonna go out and run, I ran a 1150 spread bore.
Oh.
Yeah, it had 13-to-1-to-9 compression.
727 in it?
Huh?
Do you have a 727?
The rear gears?
No. The training.
I don't know because I bought it from Motion back in
was
the
it
day.
automatic or standard?
It was an automatic, but it was all beefed up, and it had the 2-speed unit on it because I had a 411 in the rear.
Okay, so if you had automatic, it would have been a 727 because the 727 was a beefier transmission.
Yeah.
The reason I'm asking that is because those cars did come with either a 727 automatic or you had a 4-speed standard.
Well, this one was built by Motion, and it had a 2-speed built onto the rear of it. It was bolted in to the back of it because I had a 411, and at 55 mile an hour with a 411 in it, it said I was doing 110.
Wow.
And when you shift it up into overdrive, then she dropped back down. She's only about 4.5, 5 mile an hour off.
Yeah. I like that 727 because that is the, I know behind the 340s or 360s and any of your big blocks, they always had the 727. But for the slant 6, 273 and 318s, they all came with 904s. And I'll play this. If I ever do get the funds where I can actually go back into racing, I've actually got a 904 that's been built to handle up to about 450 horses.
I love my Roadrunner because that was I could run 9s and it was the only full frame car that I know that you could take off, and when you got the traction, you could actually hold the front wheels off the ground about the first 20 feet or better.
Oh yeah, and there wasn't anything wrong with the you know. And the one thing I love about the Roadrunner, it's another B body, because to me, you had of course you had the Roadrunner, of course you had the Charger, and, right? You had the weird thing about it is, okay, 1970 was the only year that in production you actually had, what did I say, 5 cars. There's 5 cars made by Plymouth that had the same body but different names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course, you had the Plymouth Belvedere. You had the Satellite.
Yeah.
You had your Roadrunner.
Right.
You had your GTX.
Yeah.
And then you had the Superbird.
Yep.
And they all started off as the same body. It's just different trim on them.
Right. You would like my 67 Le Mans.
Nah.
I liked my Le Mans. It wasn't as fast, but it was a sweet looking car.
To me, I like my Chrysler products. If I don't have a Chrysler product, I've got a Harley.
Yeah.
Of course, now I've got a POS sitting in the driveway. Of course, I have no choice over that because that one's getting adopted from Oklahoma.
Right.
It was an $800 POS that runs. I'm not going to complain because it's paid off.
And considering the fact that someone still needs to pay for getting the exhaust replaced on it.
As soon as he gets a damn job.
Yeah. There's only about that much of a head pipe on it. Everything else is gone.
They dummy piped it underneath so that if I had come down here in it first week I had it, it would have passed inspection except for the noise.
Yeah, but it's like it won't because they take a look up underneath the hood. There is no exhaust.
Right.
Oh, if it's a Magnum, yeah. I'm waiting for that Ghoul come out, Jamie. Another 426 Hemi.
I would love to get a hold of that. Just to haul out and see what I can do in it.
Can you imagine what one of them Ghoul engines would be like in that little Caliber of mine? Hey, Wayne, can you imagine 1,000 horses underneath the hood of a 09 Dodge Caliber that's front-wheel drive? Now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would still be something.
What do they call those little 4-door Chryslers? It's they had the 4 cylinders in them. They look like a SUV.
Well, the Dodge Calibers, which is what I've got.
The Neon?
No, the Neon was a 4-door car, but the Dodge Caliber is actually it's a SUV because it's got the hatchback. It's 4 doors. You've got the Dodge Journey.
It was one of the. It was an old. Not real old, but it was Chrysler made them, and everybody was buying them up. They liked them. I can't remember the name of them, but there was a guy up here at one of the car shows in the Thumb, and he gutted the front end of it out and redone the suspension. He put a Hemi, small Hemi underneath it. What? PT Cruiser.
Is it a PT Cruiser?
Yeah, he put a small Hemi in a PT Cruiser, and that thing that was wild. I couldn't. He shoehorned that thing in there. I couldn't believe it. I had never seen anybody do that kind of work before.
Hey, Scott. Yeah, I mean the Nitro. I'd like to have a Nitro. I had a choice to either Caliber or the Nitro, but I chose the Caliber over the Nitro for a simple fact is I couldn't afford the monthly payments at that time for the Nitro. Plus coming up with that much more extra for the down payment.
Right.
Actually, I wouldn't mind having my Charger back. I'd love to know where that car is. I
had the 68, and it was the kind of a mid green with the and it had the Roadrunner birds on the fenders, and
hey Mason,
I still remember those doors. The doors were heavier than all get out on them things.
Oh yeah.
And I think
I wouldn't mind having the Roadrunner. Now, Mike, up like this. If I wanted a Demon, I'd get either 71 or 72. I'd go back and get one of those.
Yeah. I like the old metal.
Yeah. And it's like right now, I actually was probably over 20 years ago. I used to belong to the Dallas Mopar Club, and we were having our monthly meeting, and some guy comes walking in, and he wasn't one of the members, but he said he was doing a rotisserie style restoration on a 71 Challenger 340 4-speed car.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, numbers matching. He goes, we had to cut the left rear quarter panel off of it. We found too much rust. Right. They say if anybody wants it, it's just a shell of a body. If they want it, they can have it. I go, me? I still have that car. I wound up finding there was a junkyard actually up in Oklahoma, just over the border of Texas, and the guy had nothing but Chrysler products. And I called him up, told him what I was wanting. He says, come on up. I got a hood, both fenders, both doors, trunk lid, and a plain Jane, I think 273 open 8 3/4 rear end for $200. Because I told him what I was looking for. I said, look, I'm not looking for perfect sheet metal because it's going on a dirt track car and this stuff's going to be getting beat up.
Right.
$200 is what I paid for everything.
That sounds about like some of the stuff Jason's done.
Yeah.
My kid brother went to get a front end for a Chevy truck, and it's going to cost him $125. Went up. Oh, nice. Perfect Chevy. They said it runs. Got in, started it up. They had to wait on the brother of the guy that actually owned and ran the place to get back, because the guy that owned and ran the parts place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be right back.
He was deaf, so you only communicated through his brother. So I had to wait on brother to get back. $600, and all they did was they hooked it up to a tow chain and took off with it. Got it out of there for a running vehicle, and he was going to pay $100 for the front quarters and grill and hood.
Huh.
Yeah. Hi, Eleanor. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys up here now. They're taking these GMs with a front wheel drive, these SUVs here. I forgot what they call them, but because I don't even look at them because of the 4-cylinder, but they're putting V8s in them, pulling the front wheel drive out of them. And
if you've got the room under the hood to pop it in there, go.
Yeah, well, they wire them up too. Everything works on them too.
Yeah.
And I can't believe the work, because you'd swear they came from the factory that way.
Oh, I believe it.
But if I could have anything back, I'd have my '70 Mustang back.
I have an uncle who's up in Richmond, West Virginia. He
Yeah.
said if he could have any car he wanted, it'd be a '68 Shelby Fastback.
Mm.
And I looked at him, I was like, it's a Mustang. Go. And I will not ride with him. That's all there is to it. I will not ride with him. I rode with him one time from an IHOP to a Walmart, which was like 2 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in some little like Honda CRV or something. He scared the crap out of me in 2 miles. And it's like, how can you do that? In 2 miles, how can you scare someone that so bad that she won't ride with you?
Yeah. I always loved my Mustang because it had the big block 351 Cleveland, not the M motor. It had Cleveland with a 4-speed, and it was a fantastic car. I got rid of that when I went overseas, so I couldn't afford to. I knew it wouldn't be worth nothing when I came back home because I had no place to store it, you know, keep it out of the weather and that. So.
And anybody you stored it with would probably end up tearing it up anyway.
Right, and that's what I was afraid of too. Is one of my brothers or something, you know, somebody say, "Hey, I ain't got a car," and write me and say, "Can you use it?"
They would borrow it.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree with what Scott says.
Mm.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Let me take care of my other business first. Then I'd see about building you a refinery.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, though, if I was a billionaire, do you know what would happen? I'd have a way bigger yarn room.
I'll tell you.
You'd probably buy the factory.
If I was a billionaire, I'd have me a Bugatti.
Ooh.
A Bugatti, yeah. Now, if I had the money, I wouldn't mind having a. There is one car out there. If I had the money, it's not a Chrysler product. I would love to get my hands on a Lamborghini Countach.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That or an Aston Martin.
I'd get the Morgan.
I do like foreign cars. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not saying the newer ones. I like the old ones.
Right. What about a Morgan?
Oh, the one with a Harley motor in it?
Yep, but they have a wooden body and everything on them.
And they're the original 3-wheel.
Yeah.
I can never get the camera right.
But what's really funny is they use they have them hooked up to a Toyota 5-speed transmission.
Well, shoot. There goes that.
Yep.
For now.
Brandon, I'm still not a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, which reminds me, why do you have a vacuum in the bedroom?
Do I?
Yeah.
In my room or?
Chris.
It's probably in there for being storage. And which one is it? Is it one of the rainbows?
Heck if I know. I just know it's there because I about tripped on it.
Could be one of the old rainbows we've got.
Rainbow's a nice vacuum cleaner.
They are. They're very good. That's an old company. I don't even know if they're still around or not, but they are good.
My
Yeah,
wife has one that was her mother's.
Problem, it does no good if you have linoleum or tile floors. You don't need a vacuum.
Actually,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
actually use a rainbow. There's other things you can use a rainbow for instead of cleaning.
Yeah.
One, because you got to consider that in the very bottom of you've got the tank and everything.
Mhm.
You actually fill that up with a certain amount of water. Okay, so one thing that you can do is you fill it up, have it all clean, don't have any hoses on it, and you put Vicks Vapor Rub in there.
Humidifier.
Yep, and it has the smell and everything go out into the room. You can also, and it will also naturally be sucking in all the dust particles that are, just floating in the air.
Okay, that's something I didn't know because the only older vacuum I have ever dealt with was a 1960s model Kirby.
Oh, Kirby. Yeah. Or the old,
Yep.
remember the old Hoovers, or they were like a tank?
This was a round ball,
Mm-hmm.
so the bag went around like this. I swear that thing was probably about 3 foot across, and I got more muscles out of moving that than I did actually working at a machine shop.
Yeah.
Thing was heavy.
I've got one of the old rug doctors that with the steam cleaner.
Mhm.
It was a rental unit, and they were getting rid of it, and I bought it. Fantastic for cleaning the interior of your vehicles.
Oh yeah. No, I'm bored, so I'm working on another washcloth.
She's always making them.
Well, considering how much cotton I've got, yeah.
Yeah. I can believe that. Yeah.
I have an 18-gallon tote of nothing but cotton.
Mm.
Oh, and thank you, Froggy. I know you're hiding in there somewhere.
Fine, I'll take her lurking.
I know.
Yeah, but that's not counting the other storage bins I have of regular acrylic. So, and most of those are going to be made into baby blankets, regular blankets, and shawls.
Hey, Scott, I just wound up subbing to you.
Oh, I've got him. I just haven't.
Yeah, I know.
Watched a lot.
I know. I got so many people I'm subscribed to that I really haven't had a chance to.
Oh, Dyson is supposed to be really good, Mike.
Yeah. They still suck, though.
The vacuum, they're supposed to.
I remember when I was out delivering glass for the glass company, there was a place over in Fort Worth, and I kid you not, it was a vacuum store, and they repaired them, okay? And you seen those little trailer advertisement signs that have the lights and everything on top? You seen those, Wayne?
No, I don't know. I'm not trying to think.
It's like they have the yellow lights and everything. They're up on the top. They'll flash and on each side.
Okay, yeah. Now
Right.
I know what you're talking about.
Right. They had one of those sitting out in front of it, and they put on there, if it sucks, we sell it. If it don't, we fix it.
Oh man, that's bad.
Well, I mean, it was in front of a vacuum store. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but that's still bad.
Yeah. But
there was a guy in a couple towns over, and he run an auto repair place, and he painted the building pink, and on the front it had dicks.
Okay, yeah.
It caught the eye. It caught the eye.
Oh yeah.
Well, we got a place down here. It's called Dick's Last Resort.
uh,
Oh, you have an Ed's Garage down here too.
Do what?
Ed's Garage.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until coming back.
Well, it's not Ed, the old tech guy.
No, but it's not Ed, but it's closer to Polar Bear Ed.
Oh yeah. But
You know, my other man that's waiting in the wings.
he's going to keep on waiting.
Yep.
And waiting and waiting and waiting.
Yep. Because he can stay as single as he wants to. I'm good where I'm at.
Yep. But yeah, Jamie knows about Dick's Last Resort. Yeah. But
oh man,
I'm trying to think. There's a few other places we got here in Texas that it's like they've got the names and everything. It's like, really, what were you thinking of?
And then there's some that it's like, yeah, you weren't thinking.
Yeah. Oh, hey, wait, did you hear about the lady? And I played the video from Sergeant Joe Smith earlier at lunch. I played the video for Crystal.
Yeah.
This lady was offered a job where all she had to do was stay home and do stuff on her tablet, her laptop, her phone. I mean, she could have made her own hours. I mean, just stayed home.
Mm-hmm.
She turned the job down.
Wow.
Making $4 million a year.
The guy up here, they're offering like little restaurant, the restaurant chains. I'm going to stay away from saying who they are, but anyway, they're offering some of these anywhere from $200 to $500 sign-on bonus to to work in flipping burgers.
Yep. Oh, we saw a.
It was another one of those places, but you didn't flip the burgers. They sliced the meat there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And plus, off your 401k, medical benefits, and plus they were paying, what was it, $13.50 an hour to start.
Yeah, but this place here, they were saying paid cash daily.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, and I asked them, because I called them up, because when we drove by, it didn't look like they were even open, because no cars in the parking lot. Looked like it was all dark.
Mm-hmm.
I called them up and asked them about that. They go, yeah, it's on an app that we're trying right now that you clock in, and right after you clock out and everything, it's basically deposited right in your bank account.
Well, you figure they can collect from the government and work at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Well, Mike was wanting to know. Jamie's talking about how she's got some strippers in the kitchen. Mike's wanting to know when he's inviting him over.
Mike, she's got to put a pole in there. She doesn't have the right kind of strippers in there right now.
Well, hey, the first thing is that Shaggy and we've got to work on getting that brass pole and everything mounted and secured inside of Brandon's. And then we got to get the disco ball. We got to get the stereo and everything set up for the DJ with two little record players and everything.
If anybody video records the After Effects, I'm going to shoot them and whatever they recorded it on. Because you're not going to be participating on that poll. And
no, I'm the bouncer.
You versus me as a bouncer, and that's not including the gun you carry.
Which one?
The one that you had to go through the state of Texas to carry. Either one of them.
Oh, well, I've only got two of them.
I know. But you versus me physically.
Yeah, but I can still get a hold of somebody. I can reach out and touch someone about a lot further than you can.
Well, you want to hear a good story? I got escorted out of a place of business down in the state of Kentucky because I was carrying.
Really?
Yeah, they escorted me. They said that no, you can't have that in here, and I says, well, it's not posted. And then they says, no, well, there's too many people, and I says, yes, but the law also states it has to seat so many people, and this place does not have seats. Everybody is standing and walking around. So that it doesn't fall under that law. But they said, but I said, I will return it to the, put it in my vehicle and lock it up and secure it. So
right.
I was being nice about it. But I said it'd been nice if you would have posted a sign saying no firearms past this point,
Or no firearms allowed in.
Right. And to me, I would have been going, okay, you don't have any signage up saying they're not allowed. So technically, have a nice day. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because they can't, if it's not posted, they cannot enforce something that is not up. I mean, some places that, I do have a concealed carry license. So with me, if I'm out and about, and most time is when I'm carrying it, is when I'm on the motorcycle. I do know there's places I cannot walk into with it, so I will leave it, but lock it up.
Well, he didn't. He all he knew is I took it out and I secured it, loaded it, and then I went back but I didn't tell him that I was also carrying an ankle gun.
If they didn't search you to find it, which they can't do in any state unless you have done something wrong.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yep.
Well, it just ticked me off that it wasn't posted. Otherwise, if it was posted, I would have never carried. But
see,
and that's something everybody's been waiting on.
Constitutional carry.
Yep. In other words, you don't even have to worry about having a license, really.
Oh, yeah.
But the one thing about it is the fact that having a CHL, what that does help is when you go to purchase a gun, or excuse me, right. I know I said the G word. But anyways, when you go to purchase one, you've already done the background check. Okay.
You don't have to wait.
You don't have to do, well, here in Texas, there is no waiting time, because what they have to do is you still have to fill out the paperwork. I still have to do that. But now they've done everything on where it's done through the computer. And beforehand, what they would have to do, if you don't have a CHL, what they do at the pawn shop or any place you go to buy one, they will check all the information, and they will actually get on the phone, make a phone call, and they will tell them all your information. And if there's a problem right then and there, they will tell you. Okay? And it can be something you don't know about. I've actually had one time. I've only had one time where they say, well, we can't let you walk out with it right now. An hour later, I got a phone call, and they said it was the pawn shop. They said, you come in and pick up your boomstick. The problem was the computer system on the other end was down. Yeah. But that CHL hopefully bypassed that whole system.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, me, I've never owned one, so I would have to go buy one. If I went to go buy one, I would have the, 3-day wait? Oklahoma's a 3-day wait for them to...
Hey, Doc.
Oh, hi, Doc. Run my prints, run my background, make sure that I'm clean, and it's like, okay, yeah, whatever.
Joseph, it's 8:30. You ever take a minute or two?
Yeah. So I mean, they can run my
Yeah.
yeah, they can run my prints. I'm in the system in Oklahoma,
Right.
which is not, and that's just simply because I got into a car wreck and I didn't realize it, but my insurance had lapsed. So it had lapsed by 1 day. I was on my way to pay the insurance. I was less than a block from the insurance company when I got in a wreck.
Mm.
So, but because my insurance had lapsed, they automatically suspend it until you show proof of insurance. So I was driving under suspended license without valid insurance, and I got into a wreck. So I went to jail overnight and got the whole fun stuff, and that's it. And they have all my information in the state of Oklahoma, because when you work at a gas station and somebody does a beer run, instead of paying for it, you have to call the cops. If somebody does a gas drive off, you have to call the cops. Okay, so at that time, yeah, my name is Crystal. I'm 6'1", hazel eyes, brown hair. I will admit to 200 on my license. That's all you're getting out of me. They have all that information on me.
Yeah.
Now my license does say a different amount now, but oops.
So it's 9:30 your time, Joseph?
So he's out there on the East Coast
Oh.
He's out there by Frog getting them that away.
Okay. So he's out. So let's see. He's out that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that Mexico, that Oklahoma that way, New Mexico that way. So he's out that way.
Yeah, something like it.
Yeah. And of course, Wayne, he's out that direction.
I'm somewhere around.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
No, the wife's the wife's grandfather owned a gun shop, and that's where a lot of mine came from.
A lot of mine, I've been picking up at local pawn shops. I've gotten really good deals. There's two I deal with. One here in Ennis, and the other one, it's the same store or store chain, but it's down in Corsicana. The one down in Corsicana, that's where most of my the Model 94s have all come from.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Mike is behind us by, I think he's about an hour and a half to 2 hours behind us.
Yeah.
No, Mike says 9:34 there, so he's an hour ahead of us.
Yeah.
And that'd be the same thing for Wayne, so it's about 9:35 or so there.
Okay.
Where he's at.
Yeah, when her grandpa passed and they sold the guns off, the weapons off, or whatever you want to call them. But anyways,
got to say boomsticks, because the other's an algorithm that dealing with YouTube as they catch it and everything. Yeah, so kind of like what I've heard before is like just call it a boomstick.
Well, anyways, the dealers came in, the licensed state dealers, that to buy, and the first day of the auction, they sold $100 and some thousand in bone sticks.
Right.
And
I know for me, one that I'd like to get my hands on is the it's a M1 Garand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did find a pawn shop over here. They had 5 of them. And unfortunately, at the time, I didn't have the money for it.
Well, the two I'd like to have, but I didn't have a Federal. They had the serial numbers on them were one number difference, and the wife, his wife, and him both had a set of matching Tommies,
Oh,
and they were
was
beautiful.
that with the 30 round or the 100 round drum?
It's the drum, the big drums.
Oh,
Yeah, the
That
man
would be
had
cool.
everything. The man
and
had
that
everything.
actually fired the 45.
The man had everything. I mean, he had some nice. He had weapons in there that or whatever, bone sticks in there that were custom for over and unders and stuff like that. Jewel inlay with the carving and all that. And them weapons were going for like 30 thou or more.
Right. Now,
All right, you keep poking me.
sorry. You haven't complained about that before.
Not that way.
Right.
Now,
No, he got another toy, and he would have to stand up. It's legal to show. He just has to stand
Yeah.
up.
stopped off, and matter of fact, when we had the tire problem going up to Oklahoma, we wound up buying.
Keep turning.
Yeah, I got to turn this way. No, that's. Hang on.
Whoop.
No.
No, we don't want to see that.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice bone handle, right?
Yep.
Fake, but yeah.
Yeah, it's fake, but this is mossy oak,
Okay.
and I mean, yeah.
And surprised the heck out of the guy at the counter. Because I'm sitting there. Yeah, okay, that'll work. I'm just sitting there playing with it, and he's like, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah. But I was looking at another set that they had, 3 different ones, and it's like, okay. He found them in the box and everything. But what really got me, $25.
For all 3.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. So, and they didn't have extras of these, so these were their displays that wound up disappearing. They actually said, yeah, they could sell the displays. So I was like, yeah, for $25.
I'm a mean little person. I got him new toys, or I had him buy him new
Yeah.
toys.
The other ones that came with it was a couple of lock blades.
Well, one was a lock blade, one's a pocket knife.
Yeah. And of course, I've already got, it's like, I've already got a pocket knife as it is.
Yeah.
My $10 Harbor Freight special. The
One of the
blade on
guys
it's not that great, but I use it at work. I mean, it's supposed to have the clip and everything, but the screws wind up coming loose. But hey, I like this one. I mean, because at work and everything, it comes in perfect. And I got
That's what Loctite's for.
Do what?
Put Loctite on them.
I could, but one of them had come out, and I have no idea where it wound up going to.
What'd you do?
This is a quarter I got to put away. This is going to be one that's, yeah. Can y'all see what that is?
No, I can't. But it's just not a close-up lens.
The date on here, it's got 2 different dates on it.
See that?
One says 1776. The other is 1976. This is a bicentennial quarter.
Oh, bicentennial. Okay.
Yeah. So that was a quarter that was only made for what, 2 years?
Yep.
Oh,
You'll have to get it later.
I'll get it later. That's no big deal.
I know.
I'm not afraid to go chasing after that.
I got a few of the Cincinnati Mint silver dollars.
Ooh.
Yeah. But
Those were,
yeah, I'm still looking for the quarters and everything that have a W mint mark on them.
I might have some of them. I got
do you
about-
know right? Do you know where those are minted at?
No.
West Point.
Well, see, I've got a lot of old silver that her parents had, and a lot of it's from anywhere from 1870s up through probably 1930s.
Right.
And put it this way, I can't pick the can up. I got one of them cookie cans,
Right.
and I cannot pick. That cookie can is just dead heavy. Dead is
I
dead
showed
weight.
Crystal something that she has never seen before, and that was a 1927 $2 bill with the original.
The
back
red writing.
No, it has the one with the Monticello.
Oh,
Yeah, and it does have a red seal.
yeah.
And
Yeah, it's a red seal, not the red writing. Okay.
right, yeah, the red seal and red serial number.
Yeah.
Now, when I was working at Scarborough years back, a guy came up and he wound up buying 2 drinks. Okay, they're $2.50 a piece. So he hands me a $5 bill. I looked at it. It was the serial numbers and the seal were not in green. They were in red. It's like, do what? I looked at it. It was from I think 1963. It was from the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of saying Federal Reserve note, it said United States note on it. But
Right.
a $5 bill. I'll put it like this. That bill did not stay in that cash drawer because I took a $5 bill out of my own pocket and exchanged it.
Yep.
Right. I don't blame you.
Right. That was one thing I loved about working out there. I could, I look at all the, being booth manager, I could go through all the bills and look at them. So if I saw something I was interested in keeping, it's like, okay, no problem. Because I like collecting star notes. I also look for the different serial numbers that have something on there. It might be for collectability. It's also the different years. And I do know that going through the coins and everything, trying to find the different ones. I did actually have a guy give me 2 $1 bills and 2 quarters for 1 drink. I'm sitting there and I'm bouncing it in my hand going, something don't sound right. And it's like, I looked at 1 quarter, I was like, okay, looked at the other one, 1964.
Yeah.
Yeah, a silver quarter. The guy just had it, and I was saying he says, keep it. Okay, fine. Pull the quarter out of mom, exchange it.
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't ever see the girl out there, but supposedly there was an 18-year-old girl walking around, and she was out having fun with her friends. Her grandfather had passed away and left her $200. She was out there spending her inheritance. It was 100 $2 silver certificates.
Ow.
She was spending them as regular cash. Those bills, face value, yeah, they're only $2, but collectability wise, between $15 and $20 a piece.
Yeah.
And she never showed up at my booth. Dagnabbit.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you one thing, if she showed up at my booth and wanted 4 drinks, that's fine. That's 5 of them suckers right in my pocket. I would have found a way of pulling them out. But yeah, I mean, I like, collecting different coins and stuff like that. I was telling Crystal that I know 2018, I think it was from the Philadelphia Mint. They don't know for sure how many that were made, but there were some of the dimes that the planchets were there was some material in the slide, and this was before they got stamps and everything. It was scratching the reverse side of the dime, and it was some kind of material was in there or something. It was scratching the coin, and this was right before it got struck. So the struck mark, the scratches are all in the strike marks.
Yeah.
But they're 2018 Philadelphia. Okay.
I may have to take some aspirin.
Okay.
So.
Right. Unless you want to sit in this one, that way you got the back on it.
No, because that wouldn't do it because it tilts further forward. So.
Okay.
All right, you guys have fun. I'm gonna go in the house. My back is starting to hurt. So.
It's leave time.
I've got that.
I may not have to if I start now stretching. Literally right now, I am compressing my back because of how I'm sitting. And if I switch chairs with him, it would be worse. If I get in the house, I may be able to not have to have a leave by stretching it out. So, and that way, if I don't have to take the pills, I'm good.
Okay. Well, you can always, watch on your phone and still be in chat.
Yeah, I'll pop in chat, but y'all guys keep him entertained and on a leash because I can't do anything while I'm inside.
Good luck on that.
Well, yeah, that's why I gave that grin. I know better.
Yeah. But now, as far as I was going to say about the only other boomstick I would love to be able to get my hands on, and up like this, I know Jamie, she's already had her hands on it. That'd be the Ma Deuce. Yeah, the Browning M2 A1. That's the one that has the 50 cal with about a 4 foot long barrel on it. Yeah, talking about I think it was like 4 mile range. Yeah, I'd love to get my hands on one of those. I can, but I don't have an extra 14 grand on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they actually do. You can actually buy them in a semi-automatic form too. Now, can you imagine a semi-automatic 50 cal? Just sit back there. Sit back there, grab the handles. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. How you doing, Eleanor? I didn't see you sneak in there. But yeah, I would love to be able to get my hands on one of those. I think that'd be so much fun to play with. The only thing is, you're talking between $4 and $8 a trigger pull. Like, I don't know. It'd be fun, but can you imagine how much it costs just to go out and have fun with it?
Right.
Yeah. So figure $8 a round, and you want to go shoot 1,000 rounds. That goes into your pocketbook very fast. Well, Mike, you can go do that. I'm not stopping you from doing that. All you gotta do is have the money and go out and buy them.
Right.
Wait, turn around and sell them for more. I mean, it's a free country. The last time I checked, it is.
Used to be able to go out and buy a lot of the military rounds.
Yep. All right, you can. I remember when you could actually order one through a Sears catalog and have the post office deliver it to your house.
Oh yeah.
It's like, really? What happened to those good old days? I miss them.
You ain't the only one.
Does it, Jamie? Wow. Costs more for a 338 Lapua. Wow. Uh-oh.
Ooh,
I got
man.
the yap going. Got the little ankle biters from next door.
I'm lucky my granddaughters haven't found me.
How's that? Do they be crawling all over?
Oh, they want to crawl up my lap.
Ah. Well, that Volkswagen sure is making a lot of noise. Yeah, I got the Volkswagens making a lot of noise out here in the garage right now.
Yeah. Well, I've got to cut out of here. I'm going to get up early in the morning. Got some business to take care of.
Yep. Well, I know for me, I got to be at work early in the morning myself, but it's about 11 hours from now. Uh-oh. Now what? Someone messaged me.
Catch y'all later.
All right. You take it easy, Wayne. Appreciate you stopping in.
Yep. Nice chatting to you.
All right. It was nice having you on here.
Catch y'all later.
All right. Be careful.
Yep.
All right. That was Crystal. She was sending me a text. She got a message from James saying that the birdhouse did arrive along with the yarn that we sent to them, and saying it was okay for them to do a video doing the unboxing. Are you out of here, Eleanor, too? All right. Mike, I didn't see anything on that. What'd they say? Wow. Damn. $50 for an SKS? I saw one of those at an auction years ago. $400. Oh. Hey, Jamie, just want to let you know that next month, the 25th, which will be a Sunday, Crystal and I we're looking at being down in Fredericksburg. The ministry that we're going to be going down to New Braunfels, and we're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff and going to Kerrville, but we're looking at staying the night there in Fredericksburg. And I'm trying to get them to go over to Alamo Springs Cafe, which is right there by the Texas Train Tunnel State Park. Watch the birds. I'll put the link back up. That way you can join in if you want to, Jamie. So, Mike, what was the ruling the ATF did on the braces? I hadn't heard anything about that, Mike. So who else we got out there besides Jamie and Mike? Of course, Crystal, she's in there. Mason, you still in there? Oh, it's Mark C. How you doing, Mark? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, like for me, like I said, I haven't had a chance. Been busy and everything for a while. Just haven't had a chance to do much videos. There she is. There's Princess Jamie. How you doing, girl?
Hey, what's up?
Oh
no.
Doing good.
Hold on.
Hi.
There. I had to close the YouTube stream.
Yeah. But no, I think it's the 23rd. We're all supposed to go down to, which is a Friday. We're all supposed to go down to New Braunfels. Actually, it's Canyon Lake, which is where
Well, when is this?
It's going to be July 23rd.
I might be on my Great American Tour with the Jeep.
Okay. But
I don't know.
I'm not the one scheduling it. It's something they're wanting to do. But we're supposed to go down to their house, and we're supposed to be doing some writing and everything. And then that Sunday, we're supposed to be over in Fredericksburg doing a bunch of stuff, including going to Lukenbach, going out to see the Kerrville Cross and everything. And then, of course, we're staying the night. And then Monday, we're supposed to be going out riding the Three Sisters and then heading back to Canyon Lake for the night. And then,
I was in Canyon Lake the other week. Have you seen my Have you seen my Facebook profile pic? The one where I'm in the creek bed.
I probably have.
With the fall coming off. Yeah, that's in Canyon Lake.
Is it?
I'll probably be going up there again, probably tomorrow or Wednesday. I don't know.
Okay. But yeah, like I said, I'm not the one picking the date, so I'm just letting you know that I'll be down that area. So if you're still going to be around, look me up.
I'm planning on hitting 4 off-road parks between in late July. I'm going to Disney in Oklahoma, Clayton, Hot Springs, Arkansas, and Southern Missouri off-road ranch.
Right.
Hello, Crystal. So yeah, I'm doing a Great American Tour. Then I'm gonna take Ruby over to the East Coast.
Okay. Mark, I don't know where that echo is coming from.
Sounds like a dog.
Yeah, but I'm hearing an echo when I'm talking. And I know I've got, Facebook already set, or not but Facebook, but YouTube. I don't even have that brought up because I'm going through StreamYard.
Yeah, I don't have anything on. It sounds like there's a dog in the background.
Yeah, that's Yipping Yuck from next door.
So I'm trying to wait for this video of me, like, I ramped off a rock and went straight vertical and then threw it in reverse and came back down. I'm waiting for that video to come.
Right. Yeah, no, Brandon and I, we were both wondering, it's like, we saw that he showed me that picture of that Jeep and everything that got smashed. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, that was ugly.
Yeah, we were wondering, hey, did you go out to California and decide to kidnap Justin's new Jeep?
Well, I was thinking about going to California this weekend.
Oh, are you?
I'm thinking about it.
Well, what do you want to go out to the Shake and Bake State for?
To visit people.
All right, sounds like a reasonable excuse.
Sounds like someone's welding.
That's a hang on. That's the Volkswagen and the Bug Zapper. I got one of the Bug Zappers out here. That's what I call them Volkswagens. They're getting zapped.
I have all the parts to do this motor, but I haven't had a chance to tear it apart.
What engine you got?
This one. The same one that's been in my kitchen for a while.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know for me, I've still got to get this this blower taken apart and get it over to a guy I know that does machine work and have him do his little tricks and everything on it. That way it can blow a lot better into that.
It sounds like you got freaking squirrels climbing into your Bug Zapper.
No, I don't know what it is. I think it's one that's got caught in it. Let me take a look at it.
It sounds like an 1800s typewriter.
No, it was there was a bug that was it already expired, but it was stuck in between and kept getting the voltage. But no, I still gotta get started. I definitely want to get started on trying to get that that little mini top fuel dragster built. But of course, I had to kind of put it off since meeting Crystal and have to get her down here and everything. So that's taking, like I said, that's another reason why I haven't really been doing much live streams or doing any kind of videos lately, because dealing with all that. Plus, this past weekend it was her birthday, so I took her up to I took her up to Oklahoma, where she's moving from, but a different part, up for the Castle Renaissance Festival up in Muskogee. And I will say this: the hotel that we stayed at, it's part of the Wyndham hotel chain that I'm a member of. That's going to be probably the only time I'm ever going to give a bad review of staying at the hotel. I definitely would not recommend anybody staying at the Days Inn in Muskogee. If you're up there in Muskogee, Jamie, don't go to the Days Inn.
I usually sleep on the I just sleep at a campground in a tent.
Yep.
Now I can't say which hotel I'm going to be at in the near future and out of this country, but we'll see.
Right. But yeah,
I'll do
I mean,
it.
now that's one thing I'm looking at. Like I was telling Crystal, is that next year when they have the Dogs on Hogs rally, gonna have two options: either get a hotel room that's closer, because the one that stayed at was like 25 miles away. It was okay. I liked it, but it'd be better to have one closer. Or find some way of having a little trailer, either a camping trailer I can pull behind the trike, or a cargo trailer to put all my camping gear in and camp out there.
I would get like a little camping trailer that just has like a bed. It's kind of like sloped back.
Well, I've been looking at it's called oh, now I can't think of the name of it.
So you were talking about a TF 904 earlier transmission.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, this is the front pump drive gear to one
Okay.
right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, well, like I said, I wound up the reason I decided, if I could get the money and everything for getting the Challenger built, what I want to do is I want to take a 318 and get it punched out as much as possible. 'Cause I found an ad in a Mopar magazine. They actually have, they're cast iron, I know, but they actually do have a set of heads I can get that already have 202 valves in them. $500 for a pair.
I think those have 194 160s in the heads of that. They're
Right.
I know the cam is 194 202 with 112 lobe separation angle.
Okay.
I know that for a fact. It's a 4-bolt main. It's got just a regular aluminum Edelbrock Performer intake, and I took the 1406 carburetor off, and I have a quadrajet going on there.
You got quadra jump going on?
It's not a quadrajump. That's what I'm gonna start out with. I'm gonna see how it runs.
Right. That'll go with a Holly.
I need to get a set of ram's horn manifolds and make my cross under exhaust, because I'm gonna do a 1 5/8 coming off the collector to a single 2.5 out the back,
Right.
because we'll have to do it on the I'm gonna have to do it on the driver's side, because I got a passenger drop transfer case and the shaft's gonna be there, so I'm not gonna do dual exhaust.
Mike, I'm not going to be doing a 440. Simple fact is, in the class I'm going to be running, I can't run anything bigger than a 400. So a 440 would leave me out.
Why don't you do a 383?
I could.
Chrysler
But-
383. Chrysler 383 6-pack with three 390 carbs on it.
Actually, I could run a 383. It would be legal, but I would have to run a Holly. It's a 4150. That's the only carburetor you're allowed to have on that.
Well, you can take the 4150 and you can get them. You can get the ethanol blocks and change out the jets, and you can basically do an ethanol tune
Oh yeah.
for the Holly. You just got to make sure
Right.
you got the you have to make sure your fuel pump can handle. Now you can use I think that one's a Holly high flow mechanical pump. You can use a high flow mechanical pump.
Oh yeah. Well, the only thing is, in that class, you have to run pump gas.
Okay, you can run 91.
True, but I mean, it has to be actually, gasoline. You can't run ethanol in it.
Well, okay, take that, jet it out as big as you can, advance the timing to about 12 before top dead center, and you put medium weight timing curve springs on the head.
Right.
That way you got all the mechanical advance, and you got the vacuum assist that will help out too with that. So yeah, that's old. That's an old trick.
Right. Now I could run a 383. I did run that in that 70 Challenger I had. I mean, not Challenger, but 70 Charger. The only problem I had with that one is I was running 323 gears in it, and
those are highway gears.
Nah, 273 highway.
I ran 273s.
Right. Well, like I said, at that time, of course, mind you, this was back in the mid 80s. So there was no such thing as internet, or being able to find that kind of stuff. The only way I could find it was going to junkyards at that time. And of course, I was on a limited budget because it was limited on how much money was in my pocket at the time. But trying to find, I really could have used a set of 411 gears, but I could never find them. But running at 383, coming out of the turn, going down the straightaway, that engine was still pulling, and it was basically wanting to go into the launch. I mean, it really picked up right past the flag stand, or about halfway down the straightaway. Whereas, I mean, that was good and everything. Like I said, now if I had the 411s, oh yeah, that thing would have been pulling a lot harder before the grandstand or halfway down the track. But like I said, I didn't have them. And yeah, I know I can run a 360. Like they say,
Well, the 360, you're not gonna get the snappy RPMs that you're gonna get the 383.
Actually, the 318 has got a shorter stroke in it, so I'm going to get the RPMs up a lot faster out of that 318 than I would the 360 or 383.
I would take the 383 and just mess with the timing curve spring and 12 before top dead center, and you'd be amazed.
Right. Okay. But Jamie, here's the thing: how easy is it to find a 383?
I don't know.
I'm saying, but right, it's finding a 383 is a lot harder to find than a 318 because they stopped making the 383 in 71. They stopped making a 318. Right. So what was it? Late 90s was when they started making a 318.
That was like 2002, I think, is when they came out with the last model. Because I think my great grandfather had a 2001 Dodge pickup truck with a 318.
Right. So I can, and that was with the 318 Magnum too. So I can pick those up all day. I've got a 318 Magnum right now.
So you can run those newer style like 318 or 360 Magnum.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I can run them, but like I said, I prefer the 318 over 360. Simple fact is that it's got the shorter stroke, which means I'm going to be able to get my RPMs up a lot faster.
Are you allowed to run boost like a blow through carb?
Nope. It has to be naturally aspirated. And I can run a 8 3/4 rear end up underneath it. Yeah, I know the Ford 9-inch everything, but the Ford 9-inch has got its advantages, but it's also got its disadvantages, and it's only 1/4 of an inch bigger than the 8 3/4.
Well, you're not gonna hurt a Chrysler 8 3/4 with a 318.
Oh no, you're not gonna destroy it. Right, But you can destroy a Ford 9-inch. I've seen them get destroyed.
Well, yeah, if you're running 28 spline axle shafts, you gotta find the F100s, the Ford, the Torinos, the Thunderbirds that had the 31 spline and the big bearing outers for the set 20, where
Right.
it has a better shaft retaining
Right.
capability. And then you throw a True Track in there, and you get a clutchless limited slip.
Right. But like I said, the 8 3/4, I can find those in almost any of the the cars that are out there. I mean, like that Chrysler New Yorker I ran the first year, it had 8 3/4. Okay, fine. Cut the tubes and everything down to get it narrow to go underneath that Challenger, and get it modified to where it fit up underneath there, and I could put any kind of axle I wanted and any kind of pumpkin inside of it. And I could put I could have about 4 different pumpkins with different set of gears. I go out to the track and find out which set of gears works on it that night.
I like the 9-inch because if I was gonna build something to go to the track, I would use a 9-inch only for the simple fact is I can have 2 different setups. I can have a setup where I would drive to the track and casually cruise, and I get to the track and throw in that center section and run some passes, and when I'm done, I'll throw the cruising center section in and drive home. That's how I think, because I like to do drive there, do stupid stuff, and drive home. I like to build it to that.
Right. Well, Jamie, here's the only problem. Okay, that's drag racing. What I'm talking about is dirt track racing on an oval. So you're not
saying you can't go dirt racing in a streetable rig.
In the class that I'm going to be running, when you're going to be out there with 15 to 20 other cars, and you're talking about 25 laps. I can guarantee you, they're at the end of the season, most of those cars do not have any straight sheet metal. They're all beat up and banged on.
Well, I thought you were drag racing at first.
No, this will all be dirt track racing.
Well, then, yeah, just throw a limited slip rear end in there and the 318 and push that timing as far advanced as you can before ping and just run it wide.
Oh, yeah. And that's why another reason why I decided to go with the 904 is, I spent
it's
the $500.
Lighter. You're going to lose less power at the rear wheels with 904 than you will with 727.
Right.
Of course,
right.
It's lighter.
Everything inside the 904 is a lot smaller, so it's less math that engine has to try and sit there and spin.
Just make sure you put a good shift kit and a cooler in it.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to have all that. Like I said, that's why I spent $500 to get a good transmission kit for it, and that came with a shift kit for the valve body.
Are you going to do a manual shift valve body?
No, it's going to be automatic, but the way I run it is it goes into second gear, and that's it. So the only, that's what it'll be. It'll just run second gear only. Of course, going slow and everything, I'll have first gear, but after racing and everything, no, it's going to be in second. All right, Mike, appreciate you coming in. You have a good night.
I thought about hopping this engine up since the rear end of my Jeep can take up to 1,200 horsepower safely.
Right.
But I know if I get stupid while crawling and I got all that horsepower available to me, I'll get a little heavy on the skinny pedal and do something really dumb. I think that motor will produce maybe about, it'll produce about what, 250 horse, 300 torque.
What I'm looking at doing is trying to get about between 400 and 500 horses out of that 318. Because like I said, I found, I can get a set of heads that'll bolt on it, and they've already got 202. I think it's 202, and I think it's 160 on the valve.
Try to get Magnum 360 heads for it.
The heads on a 360 and 318 are the same.
Yeah.
Now, I can go EQ. I can get the aluminum heads, but that's about $1,500.
Yeah, those what, Trick Flow?
No, Trick Flow. I think it was EQ or Edelbrock.
Edelbrock Pro Flow or Edelbrock Pro Flow heads?
I think it was a Pro Flow. I'd have to look at them, what I found again. But here's the thing. There is a guy that I talked to a while back. He actually has a set of heads that would go with either let you bolt either a LA style intake on it or a Magnum intake on it. And they were aluminum and everything. He wanted $800 for the pair. But I didn't have the extra cash at the time.
Did he have the intake and everything?
Yeah. And he was running modified with that those heads.
And then make sure you get like a decent radiator. I was gonna clog up with dirt.
Yeah, and definitely I'd be putting a heavy screen out in front of it to make sure all the mud and everything stayed off of it, because that's some heavy clay they use out there.
Oh yeah. With mine, I have the most simplest cooling system because we get a lot of mud and all kinds of crap in ours, and we're doing long periods of extended idle where there's no airflow, and we're just crawling around. There's no airflow going into the radiator.
Oh yeah. Now, the one reason why I like running a Chrysler product over a GM is that most of the cars that run that class, they take your old GM metric body cars, your Monte Carlos, your Grand Prix, Cutlass, Regal. They're all the GM metric, okay? The front suspension on those are all coil springs, okay? You have to do a lot just to get the front end set up for the spring rate. I mean, you have to put the clips and everything in the springs to, do all that kind of stuff or buy extras. Whereas with the Chrysler, you got the torsion bar. Just get underneath there, and with 3/4 inch socket, you can crank that sucker up. It's like, okay, you're done. There's not much you have to do.
That's how a lot of the Toyotas are or were.
Yep.
In the 70s.
Yep. But like I said,
that's how my truck is. My truck's got a torsion bar.
Yep. Torsion bar front suspension is one of the best ones you can have because it takes you about 5 minutes with a 3/4 socket and a ratchet. You get up underneath there, you can tighten up on one side, loosen on the other. You're done. That's it. Another reason why I don't like GM on something like that is because you got to run the, I think it's the 10-bolt style rear end. And
I don't like it. I'm not a fan of the 10-bolt rear end.
Well, the only thing is the rule, right? But the rules say that's what you have to run. Okay. But here's the thing: I've seen so many of those cars out there that all of a sudden there goes a right rear, there goes a left rear, and you still got the axle and everything attached to it because the C-clips bust on them.
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't have retainer plates on the set bearings to retain them to the flange.
Right, like the 8 3/4 does.
That's
Or
why.
right.
That's another reason I like the 9-inch,
Yeah, the 9-inch has it, but so does 8 3/4.
or even the Ford 888.
Yep.
Ford 888's plenty strong too. It's got 31 spline axle shafts.
Yep. But if I wanted to, I could actually take the axles out of a 3/4 ton and modify them to go in there.
Yeah, you have to shorten them.
Shorten them, get
Too.
them splined and everything. Yeah, I could do all that. And that is a strong axle right there.
Yeah, a 14-bolt corporate GM, or even you can get a 3/4 ton, a light 3/4 ton 12-bolt. That's semi float flange, and they're easy
Yep.
to put together.
Yep. Or just get a Dana.
Dana 60.
Yep. I was thinking like a Dana 70.
Well, the problem is, now you're talking about losing too much power to the wheels, turning that tight of a ring and pinion gear. So there's a trade off somewhere.
Right. But I'm saying take like a Dana 70 axle and get that modified to go into an 8 3/4. So, I mean, I could pick up a Dana 70 rear end out from either a 3/4 ton or a either 3/4 ton truck, or out from underneath one of the vans, the full size vans.
You can get a semi float 60 out of an Econoline van.
True.
And you have disc brakes.
Yep. Like I said, there's all that kind of stuff out there in the junkyard that all I gotta do is go hunt for it, and I could pick it all up and just just start piecing it all together.
Cabin chassis 14 bolts, your most narrow 3/4 ton axle.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, there's things out there I could get and everything, and they take a look at it and go, okay, it looks stock. Of course, the one thing is, like I said, I run my Chrysler out there, run that Dodge Challenger. They don't know what they're looking at because they're all used to looking at these geometric bodies and everything.
I would put a True Track in it, whatever you do. That way you got clutchless limited slip that's reliable.
Oh yeah. Of course, you guarantee I'd be putting I'd have a sway bar front and rear. Because the Challenger did come with a front and rear sway bar.
There's so much you can do.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that can be done that the rules don't state you can't do. But like I said, for me running running a Chrysler product out there, even if anybody wanted to run a Ford out there, the tech guys that do the inspection and everything, they'd be going, huh? What is this? They would have no clue what they're looking at. Like I said, that's the thing. They have absolutely no clue of whether or not it's legal or not.
Are you going to run carb or fuel injection?
It has to be carburetor. No fuel injection. Like I said, it has to be that Holley 4150.
That's right.
Yeah. No injection would be nice, but nope, won't run that. Hey, I'll be right back. Yeah,
Just make
this
sure the
cup of
float
coffee.
level, just make sure the float levels are set right for going around
yeah.
and around in a circle.
Oh yeah. I'll be right back. That coffee's talking to me.
So who else is in the chat? I got Scott, Crystal. I can't really tell. But yeah, I got a Q-Jet sitting over there. Someone robbed my HEI coil. But I'll find one. It's 87 degrees inside my house. So those that don't know, I'm kind of building an engine for my Jeep. I'm kind of scared to put the small V8 in it. Yeah, I know, only 5. I mean, it's a Monday night. It is a Monday night. I mean, I'm not going to stick around too long either. I got to get up at like 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning.
Wow, that early?
I was just telling that that it's 87 degrees inside my house right now.
Wow.
I know,
That's
right?
hotter. You got it hotter inside there than when I got it out here in the shop.
Yeah, it's a little warm.
I don't think I've got it that warm inside of my house.
Hold on, let me see if I can grab see if I can get the computer over to the thermostat.
Well, you ain't got the AC running down there yet?
See it?
I can't read what it's saying. Hang on. I'll put you on the big screen. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. Hold on, if I there, it's lit up now.
Yeah. I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little warm.
Yeah. And it's Texas summer though.
Well, it's
And
Texas
it's only
summer.
gonna get hotter. Yeah.
I think the
know that.
hottest I've seen it 94.
In your house?
Yeah,
Wow.
I think it was last summer.
I know for me, dealing with my mom and everything, there's no way I'd have it that hot in the house. But the only way it'd be that kind of warm would be when it's in the wintertime. And that'd be about it. And that's one thing I like about the house is fact is that the stove and all the heaters are all gas. So that's one thing I liked about when we had all that snow and everything back in February. We had, the gas stove and the heaters, no problem keeping the house warm. Didn't have to worry about electricity. And even the hot water heater is on gas.
Yeah, we don't have any gas. It's all electric.
We need to eat more beans then.
It's all electric.
Yeah, Scott. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sleep if it was that hot either.
No, it's not that bad. You get used to it.
Maybe if I was younger still, but not right now. No. Scott, now I actually do like it being on the cooler side. I actually sleep better. You can actually ask Crystal because she's the one. Um, when the AC and everything's going, she's the one sitting there up underneath the blanket and the sheet and everything. I'm laying there, skivvies and my shirt, and I'm out from underneath the covers. Like, okay, I'm fine. I'm comfortable.
It's not bad. I mean, you get used to it. Or I get
Right.
used to it, I should say. I
You've
can tell you,
acclimated to it. That's the thing. You've acclimated to the heat.
but I also acclimated to the cold.
Yep. And see, that was a problem that I had when I was in the Navy. My body did not acclimate to the high humidity. It wasn't high heat. It was a high humidity out there in Orlando that got me. And that's what got me my medical discharge out of the Navy. And somewhere I still have the thing showing it was a RE4 medical discharge out of boot camp of all things.
Let's see, hot, cold. I don't know. I just don't. I try to go as minimal as possible. Like, so I can acclimate and get used to it.
Right. Well, like I said, for me, I was going out to Orlando in June, so that's pretty, hot and humid out there that time of the year, and so my body just wasn't ready for the environmental change in that short amount of time, especially doing all the PT and everything. So I was just sweating everything out, and that's what put me in sick call.
But I'm gonna have to get off here, and I got an early day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, well, for me, I mean, it's a school night for me, and I still gotta get in there, and I gotta hit the shower, and get in there and still get some dinner and everything, and do a few other things. So yeah, I know all about that.
Oh
And I
yeah,
gotta
so I'm
Right.
gonna call it and get off here, and I appreciate you inviting me on.
No problem. Hey, Jamie, you're always welcome to come in. If I'm doing, live stream, hey, I'll give you the link that way you can get in.
Oh
And
yeah.
we still gotta get a time set up where we can all get together. I guess down over at Brandon's.
Or I can come up, drive on up through. You're like 160 miles, I think, or 180 miles
Oh, from Brandon,
from me.
right?
Or
I
maybe
know.
200.
I know. For me, I'd have to look at it again, but I think it's about 2 hours from here to Killeen.
I'm an hour and a half from Killeen.
You're a little bit closer than I am.
Yeah, but you're just north of me. There's really no long diversion.
Yeah, but you're in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, I'm just south of Dallas.
So you're like 3 hours.
From here to San Antonio, I think it's about 4 hours. My biggest slowdown right now is going through Waco with all that road work they've got. So that's what really slows me down going through there. Now, if they had 35 open and clear, oh, I could be down to clean in probably an hour and a half. Scott, I live in Ennis, which is just south of Dallas, next county south, and we have, we're here with the Texas Motorplex. So if you ever watch, drag, the nationals, and everything, they'll say, the Texas Motorplex. What really gets me is they'll say, "Oh, we're here in Dallas County." I'm going, wrong. You're in Ennis, Ellis County. You ain't in Dallas. You ain't even in Dallas County.
Yeah, so, well, technically, you can take 45 down through Corsicana.
Corsicana.
Okay. Corsicana and take it down, take 45 to 14.
I could, but what I usually do is I'll take 34 here in Ennis all the way over to out through Bardwell and head over to Italy, which is right there on 35. Take that south.
Oh, and then Hillsboro.
Yeah, hit Hillsboro, then Waco. Of course, got to hit the big city of West.
I see.
I still want to get Crystal some actual Czech kolaches, not kalachnik, which is a pig in a blanket.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to hop off here and get ready for bed.
All right.
I will see you around. I'll be visiting the council tomorrow.
I'll be watching tomorrow. Of course, I'll be popping in there after the biker video. Once they get through with their live stream, try and keep up with everything that's going on. That's one thing I do is I watch them to keep up with everything that's going on in the biker world.
I live on the backside of the world, basically.
I know, but I'm saying the biker motorcycles.
I thought you said the backside. I'm like, yeah, I like to wake up and see what damage control we're doing.
Yeah. No, like I said, in the motorcycle community. Because, man, you would not believe all the crap that's been going on.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm not a motorcyclist.
Well, Jamie, I'll put it like this. Here in Texas, if you're going down the road in your Jeep and say you run a stop sign or change lanes without putting on a turn signal, what's going to happen to you? What's a cop going to do?
It depends.
Most of the time, you're going to get a ticket, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Warning. Yeah, but with being on a motorcycle, most of your Leos, they're going to arrest you, take you to jail, and impound your motorcycle. Now, how screwed up is that? They won't do it to someone in a car, but they'll do it to someone on a motorcycle.
That must be a bad day, cop.
That's most of them here in Texas. And there was an incident out in, I think it was over by Weatherford. A guy was on his bike. He had on his motorcycle attire, okay, showing what motorcycle club he was with. He stopped at a little convenience store at night, get gas and some snacks. The sheriff pulled in, already ran his plate, told him that once he came out, he says, I'm going to find something to arrest you for.
So that's messed up.
The guy got his gas, got on the bike, left. The sheriff followed him. The guy didn't like it. He made a U-turn right back to the same gas station. The sheriff lit him up, arrested him for failure to use a turn signal.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that's why I keep up with what's going on in the motorcycle community. There was another one, and he's still fighting it in court. He was caught doing 7 miles over the speed limit, okay? He was not arrested for speeding or charged for that. What he was charged for was illegally carrying a firearm when he had his concealed handgun license with him. And the sheriff or highway patrol decided to revoke his license right then and there. Yeah. That's why I'm going, that is screwed up where, oh, he wasn't charged with speeding, which was the initial reason he was pulled over for. He was arrested and thrown in jail for carrying a concealed weapon when he had his license. Can you tell me that's not screwed up?
It's all screwed up.
Yeah. And that was...
I don't do the general cop stuff anymore.
Right, but that was down by Austin.
Well, Austin's a little interesting anyway.
And of course, that's where they have the Republic of Texas bike rally too every year, which should be going on about right now.
Austin's a little interesting.
That's putting it mildly. Yeah, that's putting it very mildly.
I don't mind Austin. I just wouldn't live there.
I wouldn't mind going for a visit. I mean, I've done it before. As far as actually wanting to move there, no. Nope.
I don't know where I'm going to live when I retire.
Yeah.
We'll see. But I have to get off here and go to bed.
All right. Well,
So
Jamie,
I
like I said,
appreciate it.
like I said, I appreciate it. And like I say, anytime I'm on, you want to pop in, I'll be glad to give you the link.
All right. Well, till next time. Thanks for watching for the few that are.
Yep.
I will
All right,
see you
well,
all
you take it
around.
easy.
Thanks
All right.
again, Major, and sometime we'll meet up.
All right. Like I say, you
Take
take
care.
it easy.
Yeah,
All right.
you
Good
too.
night. But yeah, I'll be on. Of course, that's a couple of people I'm surprised I haven't seen on here. Was Ed the Old Tech Guy and Jehu. Surprised they haven't come on here. Yeah, Scott. I-40's okay, but yeah, Texarkana, that's way out there in the eastern side of the state. I wouldn't mind going back. There's an interesting store out there out in Texarkana. It's built right on the border of Texas and Arkansas. And the weird thing about it is, and I've seen pictures and everything, there was a story, they have 2 payphones. They're like 5 feet apart from each other, okay? And the weird thing about it is, if you pick up this one and call this one here, not only is it long distance, but you're calling from state to state. But they're only 5 feet apart. Yeah. I'm going, what? 5 feet apart from each other, and it's long distance and state to state. So go figure that one out. I mean, there's a lot of interesting places here. Oh, did you, Scott? Did you go for that steak challenge when you're up there at the Big Texan? I like to go up there. Unfortunately, I know that for me, the ministry actually had gone up there, but for me, I didn't have the vacation time to be able to take off for doing something like that, so I didn't get a chance to go. And one of the guys, he actually did do the steak challenge. He didn't complete it. He didn't do everything. He lost. Of course, with me, with my appetite and everything, everybody's going, dang, we need Mater up here. He'd be able to finish it all. I'm going, yeah, I probably would. And Crystal can actually testify as much as I eat, yeah. But I do have a big, I got a high metabolism. All right. I got mosquitoes wanting to buzz around out here on me. It's like, nope, 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 nope. Yeah. What is that? It's like $50 or $60, I think, for you got to pay up front just to even do the challenge. You have to pay for it. Then they actually, you have to sign the waiver and everything, and you're actually up on stage. They have a little stage and everything. They actually put you up on, and they have a video camera that they broadcast it. That way, everybody that wants to watch everything, they can actually sit there and watch you taking the challenge. Yeah, see, Crystal knows. She knows I'd be able to finish it. But I do know they give you 1 hour to eat it in. I know it's a 72-ounce steak. There's a baked potato. There's a salad. It's a, I think it's either 4 or 5 piece shrimp cocktail and dinner roll. That's everything. You have to eat everything. And you cannot get up from the table at all you have to sit there the entire time. You can, if you gotta go to the bathroom, you're SOL because you ain't going. I don't remember how big the potato is. I think it's a pound potato. And I'm not sure. I have no idea how big the salad is. But yeah, definitely have to on something like that. You know that the steak challenge. Yeah, you definitely have to pace yourself. I seen I kid you not. I saw it on YouTube. This girl, I swear, 125 pounds dripping wet, ate the whole thing, completed it in 28 minutes. I'm going, wow. Yeah, 28 minutes to finish the whole thing. And I've actually heard about guys that have gone in there. They ate 2 of them within the hour. Yeah. Well, it's also the breading, like from that the potato and the the dinner roll, because all that breading, you know, it just gets in your stomach and just swells up. But the meat, nope. I say start off with the shrimp cocktail, then go to the steak itself, and then go after the salad, the baked potato, and the roll. That's what I would say. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate everybody's here right now, and you know everybody's come in earlier. You know, appreciate Scott for being here. Like I said, I got sub to you tonight, so I'll watch that video and everything whenever I get a chance to. Like I said, with my schedule, you know, going at 8 o'clock in the morning and getting off 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, it don't give me much time to do much here during the week. You know, that's why Monday nights, okay, I'll do a live stream. Every now and then, I'll be able to do one on Wednesday night. If it's not Wednesday, I might do Thursday. I have done, you know, Friday night, but I try not to overstep some of the guys that are out there on the West Coast because they start late. They start about 9 o'clock my time. Yeah. Hey, Scott, you also got to remember, that's pre-cooked. So once they start cooking it, hey, a lot of it, you know, get all that fat and everything goes away. But you get a chance to pick out your steak. And you also get a chance to tell them how you want it cooked. So if you tell them, well done, it might be really chewy and everything, but there's not much fat-wise left in it. So that's also another thing I look at. You gotta look at the steak, pick out the one that might not have as much fat in it, or find one that's got a lot of fat in it, because once they start cooking it, that's gone. Yeah, be no problem then, because it might shrink down to about 60 ounces. So, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna shut this down. Appreciate, like I said, appreciate everybody that stopped by. Of course, you know, Princess Jamie, it was nice having her on. Scott, you know, appreciate you being here. Of course, you know, had Mason, had, of course, I know Crystal, she's in there watching on her phone. So, of course, had Mike Hod, Brandon, he poked in for a few seconds. And Brandon, you suck. Of course, had Wayne on earlier. So, like I say, appreciate everybody come by. Of course, I know Froggy, she was watching. She shared the video. First, I didn't see Shell on here. Hey, sweetie, I'm surprised Shell, she didn't pop in. Had Froggy, but no Shell. But, all right, guys, y'all take it easy. Like I said, with everything trying to get Crystal and everything, you know, and of course getting Chris and everything down here, it's been a lot. Hey, appreciate that, Scott. Yeah, I try to keep things, you know, interesting. Like I said, that's one thing about with my channel. It's not all about just one thing. You know, we're gonna be talking about anything and everything. Like that way it's not boring. Not just talking about, like I said, just one specific thing. Like talking about everything. And if there's something that, you know, I always say, hey, if it's something, you know, if you don't like what we're talking about, put something in the chat. It's like, okay, fine, we can talk about that too. So, and y'all, the audience is the one that, you know, runs this, you know, channel. It's like y'all pick up a subject and fine, we can go with it. Because I haven't seen anything yet I don't want to, you know, go with. But, yep, like I said, I appreciate everybody that stopped in. Yeah, because it's 10 o'clock. Got to get in there, hit the shower, and I guess it's time for someone to get in the kitchen and get dinner ready. Because, yep, I'm getting hungry. All right. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all take care. And like I said, appreciate everybody stopped in. Like I always say, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, share if you get a chance to. I'll see you next time. Bye.